Hello, the people. Oh wait, am I recording Enrico? Der Enrico ist der...
Der Enrico!
Der Enrico!
Ist der Enrico da?
Der ist da!
Ich weiß es nicht, ja gut.
Are you making fun of your own name right now?
Sicher doch.
Enrico's back there. Harry, did you... There he is. Sitting in the dark. Enrico...
Enrico! Der Enrico
is
ist da.
the man from KMA, and I just learned how to say that. KMA Audio Machines. Doesn't say that in the logo, because... Why would it? So, KMA, that sounds like it's something from Vietnam, right? KMA,
Come on.
Warriors.
Reminds you maybe of KMA.
Yeah, that's why.
KMA.
Why are we talking about this? This is a pedal channel, but again, we always do that. We don't really talk about pedals. Enrico, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to do that now.
It's all good.
Is here to show me a whole bunch of his pedals. So far, we looked at a treble booster and 2 fuzzes, and now we're looking at something that he's gonna throw shit at me that's also kind of fuzzy. On one of them, it actually says it. On the other one, I said it. But it's a fuzzesque distortion, fuzzy tushes distortion, right there. The Wurm, which is German for Wurm. And that's based on one of the Bossy pedals. I'm not going to tell you what. You have more experience than I do. You be the judge. What we have here is lots of LEDs because cool. Slightly reminiscent of Dune, but not. Because there's these pincers, which were not there. Of course, we discussed pedal graphics here, because sound, I don't know. Oh, hey, Harry. Harry, from Harry Holden... A guitar. No. Harry's holding a guitar? No. Harry and things. Harry's holding a guitar. Harry and holding... Harry Holden, from Harry and a Guitar, it's been a long ass day, is up there switching for me. And remember, Harry, when we said we want to change the exposure on the pedal cam? We now change the exposure on the pedal cam. Okay, so we have the Wurm, and it's got volume and gain.
You can't read, it's terror.
I'm gonna call that gain. Let me explain to the people what that is. Okay? It's got highs and high mids and low mids and lows, which is 4 frequencies, which is for most of you guys way too much. And apparently internally there's little eeks, so that you can move the center frequencies of those, which then again makes it semi-parametric, and you are already like, so don't fiddle with those to begin with. Start fresh, like so. Enrique set this up for me, and this is what he set up, and actually sounded pretty damn cool. I would never go drastic on that, like loads of that and loads of that and none of that. I wouldn't do it, but now I know that you can. So it's kind of like 2 worlds collide here, because Enrique, I'm sorry, why am I have to now, I'm sorry. He's a connoisseur, which is Hungarian, of the fuzz. And me can't stand the things. But it doesn't mean that I can't try to play and you build your own opinion. I think that's valid, right? We can do that.
Yeah.
I'm just not going to comment on the fuzziness or non-fuzziness, because, I'm not a big fan. Then again, if I'm having fun, I'm convinced. The thing is, why don't I like fuzz? Because Hanson never used it. And Hanson's the best band in the world, and therefore, who needs fuzz? That's what I'm thinking. What do you think?
About Hanson?
Yeah.
Do you mean the German Hanson band?
No, Hanson.
Who's Hanson?
Who's Hanson?
Come on, teach me. Who's Hanson?
Bob, Yeah.
Yeah. Where is it?
They're from
States.
They're from Tulsa, Oklahoma.
I don't know.
I'll show you some Hanson and you're gonna like it. That's
I know the song. Definitely.
Not that song. Everyone only knows that song. But there's a lot of really good songs. Oh, shut up. They have really great guitar tones. I'll show you.
Yeah, show me.
But back to the Wurm. This is a Mayonnaise Hydra Elite, more modern guitar, but we're going heavier here, so why not, as they say. And this is also a sweater. I'm going neck, which probably is not where I should be, but what do I know? And I'm going to do what Harry didn't do. I'm going to turn into the camera. With, right now you're hearing the Tone King cab played with the Dynamis into the Tone King cab and into the aux. Why am I playing funk? I'm not going to play funk with the Wurm. I like the singy mids, that's pretty damn neat. It's very compressed because, you know, that's what it is, but I like the really focused kind of singy thing. That's really cool. Already a bit blown up. I'm gonna go more terror and less volume, not to stress the amp. That's not enough volume. It's really not enough volume. Of course, with a Wurm fuzzy distortion, you play all major chords, because that's what you do, because everything else would be too sad. Yeah, no, you have to play major chords. Okay, moving on. Let's go more terror. Let's see what the EQ thing does. That does more dull. That's more of a super high mid than a high shelf, right? Is it a really high shelf?
No, it's not shelving, it's a bandpass. Every EQ section is a bandpass.
So on highs, where are we?
Highs, we are on highs about 2, yeah, I think 2 or 3K.
So if I'm cranking that up, I'm boosting 2 or 3K, or am I lowering the stuff around it?
No, you're boosting.
I'm boosting, okay.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah, nice. And you would think that that's crap, but he did it and it sounded good. So I'm gonna get back to what he did that sounded good. Because this right now, I'd go like, what the crap? But he made it sound good. Maybe the pedal is different when he touches it. It's possible. We'll find out. Yeah, don't do that. I would even say don't do that, but it sounded good. So let's find out. Here you have low mids. Feels like you have to find the magic combination of knobs. Because you turn one by itself and you're like, what? But then a certain combination and magic happens. Let's find the magic. Because he did loads of lows, which I'm like, what? And then less low mids, and then loads of high mids. Is that correct? And all of a sudden, I'm like, I would have never ever set that up. And then he said, put that into a totally cranked up JCM 800. Which again, I would have never done. I think I'm not stupid. On the other hand, he has a point, as I will illustrate. That's like wall of sound, insane. Now, what would you do with that musically? What band would use that? That's not a Bon Jovi type sound.
No. This sound was established more or less by Entombed. For example, it's a Swedish death metal movement, which was going on in the 90s. It was the trademark sound was made by or formed by the help of the Boss HM2.
Entombed. See, had you said Entombed earlier, I still wouldn't have known.
I'm going to show you some songs. I'm going to teach you some Entombed songs. You're going to teach me some.
I'll show you Hanson, you show me Entombed, and we're good. We've all learned something. Let's send it into 1 or 2 amps. Not the Morgan AC20. That's just crazy. Not even the Rocker Verb. Let's just go Laney, I think.
The Rocker Verb would be a good choice, maybe.
Yeah, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, go on. Why am I always... I don't know what I'm doing! I don't know. I've done a lot of metal, but I don't know how to metal like that.
But the question is, do you having fun?
Oh, I'm making noise. I always have fun when I make noise.
So you're on the right way.
Good times. Okay, Rocker Verb, not my thing there. But I think in the Laney, we'll probably have something. I really wanted to play Bryan Adams there, but I think, well, let's try that. That works. Play that at the local kermis, you know, and you're good. I love how you can be mean with it. I want a little bit more by Teskitude. Our chord that we had on the fuzzes doesn't work here. The fuzz chord was great. Here, it's too much. Okay, it is fun. Let's move on to more fun. The dead stag. That's just why. Why call it dead stag? That's just mean, Enrico.
It's really mean, but the idea came from the TV show True Detective. Don't know.
Ah, yeah, that's a pretty fucked up show.
Yeah, it is. And the first episode with the what was it called? The stag horns.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, okay.
On the tree.
I totally get that.
And this whole swampy feeling, this warmth and sludgy feeling you will get when you're watching this one. Because the Dead Stag is based on a Big Muff, the Red Army Overdrive Civil War version. Also kind of like the same circuit design as the green one is. And yeah, that was the main idea behind this one.
Makes sense. Good then.
As you know, there's always a story behind our pedals.
I did not know that.
Now you know.
Harry, throw that thing away. Harry holding a guitar. I think it's funny, but then again, I think so many things are funny that are not. Yeah, dead stag. Whoa. Let me explain some things, which I can't remember anymore. Growl is volume. I mean, one could have called it volume, but no. It's more fun. And mud's the drive, which for fuzz, I'm going to go with mud's a good explanation. Mids stands for this thing that's in the mids. And CB is cut or boost. And then you have a thing that says smooth or sharp, which pretty much is self-explanatory. And high or low is for gain. And then you have an active EQ, which can do active things. Goes to the gym. It's pretty active. I know, not funny. Shut up. Revv Dynamis. Why am I playing funky stuff? I don't think any funk guitar player ever said, I need more fuzz on this. I'm with you. Okay. So I need more volume here. Yeah. This is super focused mid-wise. I mean, because also let's go centered here. That is as singy as it gets. Not necessarily very chordy, right? Well, muffs are not known for being chord friendly. Let me take the mud down.
Are you on a high or on a low gain setting?
I'm a low setting.
Okay. Or you can just add a bit more of treble.
Oh, I'm on sharp. Should I be on smooth?
It's a bit darker.
Yeah, okay. So let's stay on sharp and add more treble. It seems that notes are fighting against each other. This is probably more harmonically simple territory, power chords and single notes.
And also strongly depends on your pickups. I think this one is having humbuckers.
Yeah, I'm splitting it now. Better. But as soon as you play a power chord, you're like, now I'm home.
Yeah, totally. I mean, it's not made for treating picking lines gently.
I mean, it's not the jazz fuzz. Although that's kind of cool. I'm actually having fun doing
It's
that.
kind of funny, but maybe just play some heavy stuff.
Yeah, maybe we should do what it's made for. Now I'm of course too bright, but I can set this shit up. That is extremely blown up, but I can totally see where that can work. What I'm missing here is the oomph, but I think it would be killer to have that filled by the bass. Leave that here and actually like think band. You know what I'm talking about?
But you can add some oomph.
But I don't think I would want the oomph on the guitar. I want to leave that for the bass.
I know what you mean. Totally, totally. In a band context, that mostly you're playing with a band.
Yep, that makes total sense. It sounds almost broken, but I would want that as a sound effect, kind of, on top of the really fat bass, which could be rather clean. And this would make the bass also sound very exploded. Awesome. And also slightly distorted drums. You know what I'm talking about? Can you hear what I'm talking about?
You're talking about sludge?
I don't know what sludge is, but maybe that's what I'm talking about.
I'm going to show you.
I mean, maybe I'm talking about sludge. What do I know? I like Hanson. Especially with the semi-parametric mids. This is what we were talking about this earlier, similar to like a metal zone where you can go wrong if you're just randomly doing stuff. I think you kind of have to know what you're doing with this, right?
Yeah.
You have to don't buy this thing, put it on your board and immediately go to a rehearsal. Or prepare the band that they might have to
Or just
have some time.
Give it a bit of time and listen carefully, because it's easy to set by your ear when you're hearing, okay, this kind of mix is too much, this is too less. It can just
in a mix, especially in a recording situation, it's very easy to have too much of a hole in the mids, and all of a sudden your guitar doesn't come through, or have way too many mids and you can't actually get it. In Revv gives you control, but that control, it's like Spider-Man, you know? With a lot of control comes a lot of responsibility. Don't abuse the power that the pedal gives you. Be careful with it. Because you immediately saw, once I'm cutting the mids, your whole sound changes drastically. And then do a boost, I do a cut. But once I decided what I do, where do I do it? And then you have treble and bass. And then you also have the smooth and the sharp. So this is a thing that you have to spend time with. Something that, realistically, I did not do.
But achieving, nevertheless, a good sound.
For that music that we talked about, I wouldn't play Hanson with it, or I wouldn't play.
Shouldn't.
I wouldn't play as let's say Judas Priest with it. It's not that type of a distortion. So, that being said, I can't say this is a killer pedal, or I can't say this pedal doesn't work, because simply I think it is meant for an application in styles that I'm simply not familiar with. I think that's a fair assessment, that I simply just don't know.
No, that's totally true.
How to set up these sounds.
It's mostly the thing about pedals and different flavors.
If I had a delay that only does huge delays, and what I do is play blues and not ambient stuff, I can't call that delay a bad delay, because it's just, I'm not playing ambient, you know? So it is for a specific player, for a specific application. And in this case, I think we are pretty far away from where I know stuff. So, however, it's fun, and I think it's a cool tool if I wanted something. I always call it blown up, and that's not a bad thing. I'm going to say that's a good thing. If I wanted that sound, where I even would compress the drums quite a bit, I would slightly to-be compress them and have everything kind of dirty, where you don't want, I want that compression, I want that dirt, and I want those mids to really cut through. Pretty cool. So we're going to listen to some Hanson now, and apparently I'm listening to Entombed. Because
it's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be fun, he says. Wurm and Dead Stag from KMA Audio people, machines in Berlin, and there'll be more of these videos. Thanks, Harry, for switching. Thanks, Enrique, for being funny, and also for coming by and showing us your pedals. That one too, and animals at the end.
Open your eyes, knowledge written.